What's going on, guys? This is Mighty Dark 13 back again, and welcome to the Wonderfully Disastrous podcast. Once again joined by the fabulous motherfucker that is Matthew. And he's going to be a fucking dick. You fucking arsehole.
Normally I interrupt you, so this time I was letting you introduce it.
I've introduced it, now fucking say something.
I already have said something.
Well, fuck you. So obviously in the last Thanks, Matt. So obviously in the last podcast we discussed all sorts of random bollocks.
Yes.
On this podcast, we're talking gaming again. Now, some of you are going to be like, but wait, you've done gaming. No, we did gaming nostalgia. This is going to be Xbox gaming stories. So for the next hour and however long, strap yourself in for a night of shits and giggles.
Us talking about Grant's many moments of idiocy and embarrassment.
Yeah, basically. And then there's one or two that Matt fucked up on as well.
Yeah.
So...
Not nearly as many, though.
No, but then again, you weren't really staying up till stupid o'clock in the morning.
I had before.
Yes, you have before.
But every time I've stayed up until 4, you've stayed up until 7:30.
Yeah, and regretted it immensely.
Yeah.
That's the thing is we'll say yeah, we'll go at about like 5 a.m. my time.
And then we just talk for like another 3 hours.
Yeah, and literally, and in the end, we're like, right, we both need to go to sleep because like sleep because I'll be sitting there falling asleep.
But the funny thing is, every time we do that, I still stay up for like another 4 hours after that.
Yeah, literally. Like I'm pretty much I finish, and I fall over and go I roll over and go to sleep.
Fair enough.
But yeah,
I can't do that because my Xbox is in my living room, and I used to sit on the floor to play it.
To be fair, before I got my double bed, so did I. It's lovely. It's a lovely bed.
Yes.
But yes, obviously enough. I was going to say pillow talk, but that doesn't really work, and I'm pretty sure that means something else.
I think it does.
Well,
I know the song.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
I know it exists.
To be fair,
No idea how the song actually goes.
I'm not going to sing.
Let's be honest.
I'm not going to sing it because I'll get done for copyright.
But let's be honest. Only one member of One Direction actually does decent music.
I dated someone who was obsessed with One Direction.
Mackenzie was obsessed with One Direction,
You know,
and I hated every minute of it.
I'm going to regret making this joke, but some said that relationship was only going in one direction. I'm proud of that one.
No, I'm not.
I know you're not, but fuck it. What you get for being a bastard. I'm just going to throw it out here very quickly. I didn't cover it in the last podcast, basically.
Which we recorded like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, shut up. No, we didn't. We recorded it.
Of October.
We recorded it last week. Basically, I went to see a specialist about my knee today, so I've had yesterday now because it's 3:20 at the time of recording.
You have just confirmed it though, because you did just say in the last podcast that you went to see it today.
Oh, well, fuck it.
Recording.
Hey. Yeah, and I was in a really bad mood about it for obvious reasons. I'll go into it more in a video I'll do once I've actually gone for the scan, which could take a while. Yeah, like I said to Matt, are you free to record? We were meant to record a couple of nights back, but I had a bit of a wobble mentally, so I was kind of like, oh. And to be fair, I actually blacked out quite early on, so. But yeah, we've sort of decided to get the old podcast back together, and yes, Xbox gaming stories, which, as we explained, basically amounts to me being a complete tosser. So, Matt, I'm going to let you start this one.
Oh god.
I've not told Matt that he was starting. I'd like to throw it at him last minute.
I was waiting for you to start with one so I could actually think of one.
I can start if you need me to, in all seriousness. I'm going to take the silence as a yes. So one story I'm definitely going to remember is Matt was singing about llamas. Now, a few years ago in the UK,
Yes.
you could get these crisps that were like llama shaped. They're really nice. They were barbecue, and there was a chili one as well, I think.
Oh, I was going to ask, were they basically animal crackers? But animal crackers are not barbecue flavored.
No.
So animal crackers are delicious.
Never had them, I don't think.
Really? Might not be a UK thing.
I was going to say, I don't think they do them in the UK. But yeah, we had our llama crisps, and I was sitting there and I was eating these things. Matt's sitting there singing his song about llamas.
Yes.
Which he's going to sing
weird.
now.
It's a song that was made by a YouTuber that I watch.
Which Matt is going to sing now.
No.
Yes.
Nope.
How are the viewers meant to know what it is?
Because you can sing it.
I can't remember it.
No, I'm not singing it.
Yes, you are.
If anyone wants to know what the song is, I will shamelessly plug it for this YouTuber. It is called The Llama Song by Twains. So now they know.
Do you know, fuck it, I know what it is anyway. So, basically, I can't remember the song, but I remember the variant that Matt started singing. So basically, I can't remember what again, it might have been Minecraft. Or,
I think it was probably Minecraft, because you started just choking yourself all of a sudden.
Matt, Jesus Christ, you make me sad. Jesus saints. We were messing about anyway, and Matt said something funny. And I know it was you, because it was just me and you playing.
Yeah.
So, that then prompted Matt to sit there and sing Happy Llama, Sad Llama, Grant swallowed a fucking llama. And for anyone wondering how we came to that, I sat there and Matt went, "Are you alright?" I went, I'm choking on a fucking llama. And then I started pissing myself laughing because I realised what I just said. So, yeah, did really well there. Sadly, I can't find llama crisps anymore, which I'm really disappointed at because they're really nice.
Well,
sadly, I can't choke on them anymore, seeing as Matt seems to think that's something I'm into. Just saying, ew.
I mean, everyone has their things that they like.
Pardon?
Nothing.
Yeah, right, that's what I thought. You do realise I'm going to listen to this back when I edit, so I know what you said.
And that's fine.
You're going to end up with a very pissed off Brit on your front doorstep after I've climbed up the fucking mountain you live on. With your moose.
You'd also have to swim across the ocean first.
And your igloo. That's fine, I shall get my... I shall get my mutant cow.
No, it's not a mutant cow, it's a killer cow.
Oh,
it's just a normal cow.
Right, well...
It just lives in your closet.
Good segue there, Matt. So, Matt, why don't you tell us about this killer cow and the story behind it?
Oh, no. I think, again, we were playing Minecraft, or was it Left 4 Dead? I think it might have been Left 4 Dead.
No, it was Left 4 Dead.
Yeah. And Grant wanted to go downstairs, get either a drink or something to eat, I think.
I think it was both.
Yeah. Well, he's British, so he probably wanted to go get some tea and crumpets.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you and your stereotypes. Why don't you fuck off and ride your moose? Well, that could be taken out of context.
Ignoring the fact that you'd always dress up as a moose.
You are not riding me.
You dug your own grave with that one.
I don't even care.
But, so yeah, Grant wanted to go downstairs and get food or whatever. And, I just told him, I was like, no, you can't because there's a killer cow under your stairs. And, I don't remember exactly what his reaction to it was, but I just kept telling him, no, there's a killer cow and it wants to kill you. And eventually it just got to the point where Grant was so sleep deprived that he was legitimately terrified.
Mm. I think what you're being quite polite about it. What he wouldn't mention is the fact that I wrapped a scarf around my head like a bandana.
Oh, I was getting to that.
Oh, you were getting to... Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm not saving you any embarrassment.
Well...
I mean, you can describe that part. You probably know what you look like better than I do.
Yeah, because I think there's still a picture floating about in the group chat from it. If I can find it, I'll put it... If I can find it, I'll put it up. I'll put it in the podcast now. Grant, when you're listening back to this, buddy, 10 minutes 42. Pop the picture up.
Yes, for God's sakes, edit that in.
Yep, I will do. If there is a copy of the pitch, if not, I'll recreate it. I think. So basically, I had an Ajax scarf which I wrapped around my head.
Yes.
A pair of orange sunglasses I got from a colour run.
Which, by the way,
it was pitch
like
black.
Pitch black in your house.
Yeah, it was like 3 or 4 in the morning. It was like pitch black. It was in the middle of winter as well.
So if anything, the sunglasses just made it worse.
Mm. And I also had a wooden sword.
A wooden... Was it a Minecraft sword? Or was
No,
it
literally,
a
it was just...
sword in general?
No, it's just a wooden sword in general.
Right.
And I went downstairs and I stabbed a pile of washing repeatedly.
Yes.
Like, literally, I ran downstairs. I think I got myself a bowl of cereal or something.
Mm-hmm.
And literally, as I ran past, I beat the shit out of a pile of washing with my sword. God, I was thinking about that. God, it's a good job my parents didn't walk out, because I probably would have hit them. Just like, accidentally just battered them with a wooden sword. I'd be like, oh fuck. Because I was that on edge. It sounds really stupid, but I was that sleep deprived and Matt kept going on. I was like, shit. Like, I proper panicked.
In other words, I can basically convince Grant of anything if he's tired enough.
Yeah, but I think, to be fair, I'd been up most of the day before.
Yes.
And then I'd had a busy day, I'd come back and was like, fuck. See, that was the stage where we'd have days where we'd go online together for like 4 days in a row.
Yeah.
And each night would get slightly later.
Uh-huh.
I think on the final night we were up to about 8 AM my time.
What?
I think on the final day we were up to like 8 AM my time.
Yeah.
And even then it was like, okay, we seriously need to go to sleep now. And that was at 6 o'clock, and then 2 hours later we were still fucking sat there.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Because that's what we did.
Mm.
And it's like, at the times when we'd say we had to go and we'd spend like another 2 hours talking, it was literally just talking. We weren't playing anything. We'd just sit on the Xbox home screen and just talk shit.
Yeah, literally. Which, to be fair, I think we should do a podcast doing that at some point.
I mean, the last podcast kind of was that.
No, but I mean, like, while we're playing Xbox at the same time.
Oh yeah, we should. Do you even have Xbox Live now?
No.
I don't think I do either.
Right. What we'll do is, we'll sort Xbox Live out.
Xbox Live.
Then we'll go online with us and hashtag mutual friend.
Yes.
And then,
hopefully,
the three of us together will record a podcast while playing games.
Oh no.
Speaking of gay, I've got.
You think this is bad?
Yeah, you wait till you get the three of us together playing Xbox.
It's gonna just turn into screaming.
Yes, literally. See, I've got a story here that's gonna pull Matt down a couple of pegs.
Oh no. What could this be?
See,
I feel like a lot of the random funny shit that happens to me online involves my mom being overheard in some way.
Or that, or the fact that I've normally Left 4 Dead 2, I've normally done something and not told you.
Oh yeah.
And then you turn around and there's just something in your face. So anyway, part of a mission on Left 4 Dead, or was it? No, it wasn't. It was Dead Island, I think. You have you have to drive a armoured truck.
Uh-huh.
Matt said to me, or I said to Matt, do you want me to bring the car around? And he went, yeah. Alright, no worries. I parked behind him. I don't know whether Matt went to sort out something, but he didn't realise I was there. He turned round and shrieked. And I shit you not, he shrieked very loudly All because I'd parked a van behind him. I mean, when I say I parked it behind him, I mean it was sort of right up, like literally. If I'd got any closer, I would have run him over.
See, and that's what my brain registered when I turned around to see a giant armoured van behind me.
And it's just me going, "Hi, Matt." Of course, then there was all those times on Minecraft that I'd just scream tactical moose inbound and just belly flop off a building.
I think one time you actually killed me in the process of doing that, because I had half a heart and you punched me on the way down.
I remember that. You were very annoyed with me.
I was. I think the rest of that night we just ran around killing each other.
Yeah, literally. See, that's the thing. We have days on Minecraft, or nights on Minecraft, sorry, where we'd be very, very productive.
Rarely.
Very rarely, but then there were times where we really did get our heads down and absolutely nail it. Like, but
most of the times when we're actually productive, we're also killing each other in the process.
Yes, normally with TNT and such.
Or I'll just like wear the creeper skin and just get behind
oh, God. I know the exact point you're talking about with that, you asshole.
Oh, and you're not the only one I've done that to.
No, I know, but I remember the time that you made me literally scream. You've done that twice. Well, it's happened twice on Xbox.
The same thing happened with our mutual friend.
Oh my God.
Only in that, it was more believable because we were in a cave and we were strip mining.
If all you dirty fuckers in the listening think, oh, stripping, not that kind of strip.
No. Strip mining is digging in a straight line.
Which I'm not very good at.
No. I would get bored of it.
I've never been very good at going in straight lines.
I mean, if you want to, in fairness, neither am I.
So, yeah, you also managed to. I'm just going to gloss over that bit. So, yes. So, continue your story about scaring the shit out of me or mutual friend as a creeper.
Oh, yeah, we were mining, and I got bored.
It's a very dangerous combination when Matt gets bored.
Yeah. And I decided to run up behind her and just crouch down in the creeper skin so that when she turned around, all she would see is a creeper face. And, the scream that happened at that point beats every scream that Grant has ever done.
I don't think that's true. Because there's one scream.
It was at least a close second.
Yes, there's one scream though that I've done that tops anything you've ever done, and it was when we were playing Left 4 Dead 2.
Well, I used to scream a lot before you actually started playing with us.
Yeah, and then I took that mantle off you.
I had a very bad habit in Left 4 Dead of walking around the corner to find a tank, and I mean like right around the corner. And it used to scare the shit out of me.
Yeah, I had. Well, my thing on that was we were playing Left 4 Dead one night, and I think it was the fairground level.
Dark Carnival. Yeah.
Yep, Dark Carnival. I walked around a corner to find a boomer, which is a big, ugly. Basically, it's a fat guy with a cold.
And honestly, probably the least scary of the lot.
Yeah, literally, there are things that are a lot more fucking terrifying.
I mean, look at the spitter.
Oh God, I still have nightmares. I literally walked around the corner, saw a boomer, and I literally screamed, like not a full-on holy shit, to the extent I actually woke my dad up. And he just came walking in at my bedroom like, can you shut the fuck up? No, didn't even ask if I was okay, like, just can you shut the fuck up, please?
No concern whatsoever.
Nope. I think there's been a few times in Minecraft where we've sort of managed to scare the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
And I think... I was trying to think.
Here's the issue. A lot of the time, I would play with my volume off. So I think that's also what created the issue with Dead Island that time, because I was playing with my volume turned down.
Yeah.
So I didn't hear the truck come up behind me.
Mind you, there was that time in Dead Island where we had a race and you cheated.
Wasn't there also a time where I accidentally managed to get you stuck on top of a tree in a car?
Yeah. So we had one. We used to in Dead Island. There are these pickup trucks you can drive.
Yes.
And I said to Matt, "Hey, let's race." Being, you know, the cocky racing driver of the group.
And I would win every time.
No, you used to win because you wouldn't brake. Whereas I slowed down for a corner, you'd ram me in the bum.
Rephrase that.
No. You used to stick the nose of your pickup truck in my bottom.
There was also the whole thing that I knew the shortcuts to take and he didn't.
Yeah. So that was.
He would actually take proper turns. I would go shortcuts where you could just cut across the turn entirely.
Yeah. So anyway, this story, the first one where I ended up in a tree, I braked hard for a corner because it was a hairpin. Matt didn't brake, and it was immovable object meets very, very fast moving pickup truck.
Yeah.
I went flying and ended up parked in a tree.
I don't think it was that you ended. I don't think you slowed down. I think you had like. I remember it as you being parked on top of one of the staircases that you have to go down.
Oh yeah, shit! No, that was it.
And I just decided to ram your truck at full speed, and you flew off the staircase and landed in a tree.
If I remember right, I think I also got killed by a zombie after that.
Yeah, I think you did.
Which I was really, really, really pissed off about.
Yeah, you were not happy about it, but
I think my exact words were, "Matt, I'm gonna fucking kill you."
You've said that a number of times.
Yeah, to be fair.
Then, as soon as we get Xbox sorted out, we need to play Dead Island again.
Literally, we need to record a podcast while doing it.
Because it's been that long since we played it, I think we won't get bored.
No, I think.
Did we ever beat Riptide?
No.
I beat it by myself.
Yeah, but we've been over this before, though. I drag your level down. It's like you used to be able to complete Left 4 Dead 2 on like advanced mode or expert mode or whatever it's called.
I played through it a few times on expert. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you can't
even. We can barely get by on medium.
Yeah, exactly. Well, not that bad. I mean, I can get through easy.
But where every zombie does 1 damage to you.
Yeah, literally.
You have to get hit 100 times to actually go down.
Yep, and then we had a case where every time we ran through, I'd insist on grabbing the gnome.
That didn't help.
Much to Matt's disgrace. I remember one night you got so annoyed with me grabbing the gnome. This is the first time I heard Matt properly lose his shit. Gran, stop grabbing a goddamn gnome! I was like, but, no but! It's like, alright Matt, I'm sorry.
It very rarely happens.
And then, to be fair, just to fuck him off, I went back and grabbed the gnome later.
Though I do think at the end of that run through, once we actually got to the rescue vehicle, I threw the gnome out of it.
Yeah,
what
was I calling the gnome? I think I was calling it Jeff or something, wasn't
I?
If I remember rightly.
It was something like that.
Yeah. Well, for now, we'll call it Jeff anyway, for now. And I literally tried to bail out the vehicle after it.
I think you were too late with trying to jump out, though. I think either you jumped out and died, or we just left the gnome behind.
No, that was it. I jumped out.
And it was just the most satisfying thing. on the planet.
Literally, it's just me laying on the floor, just clutching this gnome. Well, Matt and our mutual friend both buggered off. So,
Yeah.
cheers.
You brought it on yourself.
Well, I'm sorry, but, you know. There was a time I blew you up with a pipe bomb in Left 4 Dead. That was funny. Well, at that time, that happened about 17 times.
I mean, there's also been a number of times where I've lit you on fire with a Molotov, so...
Yeah, and then there's also been the times that I've been let loose with a grenade launcher.
That's never a good time for anyone.
No, and I'm like, because I don't sort of go to the front of the pack and clear the path. I stand about 10, 20 feet behind everyone else and fire forwards.
Yeah, fire at us.
Yeah. Well, no, I clear the top of you. It just happens to be that you two run forward into my fire.
Yeah. Because, in Left 4 Dead, Grant is very much the, stay behind and let them do the work type.
Only because you yell at me when I try and help.
A lot of the time when you try to help, you shoot us.
Shouldn't get in my fucking way then, should you?
I think there was also one time when you tried to get the gnome where I straight up just left you behind.
Yeah, literally.
While you were playing the minigame to get it.
And I was like...
And I think the bots followed me too, and you ended up dying because the bots followed me.
Yeah, because I remember that because I was sitting there going, Matt, why are you hitting me? And I turned round, and there was like a swarm of zombies all trying to eat me, and I was like, oh, that'd be why.
Yeah. Needless to say, you didn't get the gnome on that level.
No, and to be fair, I think my arsehole got eaten by several zombies.
That's a night.
To hear the X-rated version of his podcast, please. Please.
We're past that point already.
Oh, you know, this is sleep deprivation at its finest.
Hey, you're the one that said you wanted to record another one tonight.
We're recording these a week apart, you arse.
No, we're not. It's the 25th of October.
No, it's not. It's the 26th.
That's not a week apart.
Shit. It's the 1st of November.
So you are right. It is the 26th now, actually, for both of us.
Oh, Mum's put a thing. Oh, she's working 12 till 4 tomorrow. Cool. I've lost track of what I was saying.
You getting eaten by zombies.
Yes. So that was a funny thing. I remember that time you'd spent ages building a house and I put a TNT trap underneath it.
Yeah.
And
I was not pleased with you.
no. I think that's the one time Matt's probably contemplated not talking to me anymore because he'd spent literally 2 hours building this house. I didn't just put one block of TNT.
No, you created a crater the size of...
Probably the Grand Canyon.
Yeah. Probably a crater the size of the crater created by the meteorite that killed the dinosaurs.
Yeah, it wasn't just one block. I literally put as much TNT as I could.
And I think it actually froze the game
for you.
A short while.
Yeah, literally it froze for about a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, this was when we always played on Grant's servers because internet was just not good.
Internet still isn't good. The only reason it works now is because I'm literally sat next to my router.
Yeah. See, from now on, whenever we play again, I have actual proper good internet now because we got new internet.
I mean, so I have fibre optic, so. For anyone wondering why I sound so sort of dead, it's 3:45 in the morning.
And you woke up at 6.
And I woke up at 6 a.m. yesterday.
The morning before.
So
that's 22 and a half hours?
Yep. And I'm wondering why all of a sudden I feel like I've got an elephant standing on my head.
Yep.
Yeah, so basically, for anyone who doesn't know what a TNT trap is, it's basically you put a pressure plate on top of a block of TNT and it makes a small...
TNT?
TNT. Hashtag TNT. And it's it makes a small explosion and makes a small hole.
But the more TNT you put down,
the bigger hole it makes.
It gets.
I basically filled the entirety of what would have been Matt's cellar with TNT.
Yeah. I was very unhappy.
I think what pissed you off more was the fact that you'd spent so long building a house and literally all that was left was like a couple of bits of the roof.
I think there was like one block left.
And I remember there was a glass pane left as well, or a glass block left anyway.
Yeah. I don't even remember if the game autosaved before that, so we could actually get it back or not.
I think it did. Like, to be fair, I think I made sure I saved it before I did it.
That was the only reason you did not
Die.
Yeah. I think I did kill you in the game anyways. But...
Oh yeah, but you do that anyway. But...
True.
I'll always remember there was one thing I was building in... we were doing a survival thing in Minecraft.
Uh-huh.
And I was tunnelling away, doing building. All of a sudden, I've heard a shriek. And I've come back to the surface to see Matt standing next to a pile of items. And our mutual friend, their Xbox name was written across the screen and was slain by Matt's Xbox name. What he hadn't told me is that they had an apple. And they wouldn't give it to Matt. So Matt chased them around and killed them for an apple.
Yeah, I didn't take anything else, I just took the apple.
Literally, I came up to the surface, looked and saw what happened and went, nope, and went back down in my hole.
Yeah, I had a weird obsession with apples in Minecraft for some reason.
That and lapis lazuli.
Hey, lapis looks good, okay?
Yeah, it looks good. Now it has a use in
and
Minecraft.
now it has a use. See, I knew that it would be useful eventually.
Yeah, it's only
That's why I
taken
don't
like
correct
17 updates.
For all the worlds that I never played on again.
Yeah. I've still got our last time we all got an Xbox together, or you and me, I've got our... Oh, bugger. You know our island one?
Survival Island?
Yeah, still got that.
Nice. What I was gonna say, what we should do when we get back to Xbox is we should do a full permadeath thing, but it would last like 5 minutes.
Yeah, literally. Because it would be fine until me and Matt tried to do anything and then ended up beating the shit out of each other and then we're both dead.
Well, here's the thing. I feel like one of us would try to build something and we'd just fall off of it.
Yeah, literally. It'd be like Skyblock Survival or something.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, oh shit, I fell off. That'd be me.
Yeah.
I'm mad enough to admit that. I'd be the one who'd fall off. So, off topic for a minute. Have you seen the music video to Don't Threaten Me With a Good Time by Panic at the Disco?
No.
Give it a watch when you've got a spare sort of 3 minutes 44 seconds.
Specifically, alright.
It's a bit of a madness of a video.
In fairness, so was Emperor's New Clothes.
Oh yeah, that's mad. But
I didn't like that song.
I'm alright with it. But I sort of ended up... There was a time where I used to listen to Minecraft song parodies.
I think there was a time when everyone who played Minecraft used to listen to Minecraft songs.
Yeah, well, I'd sit there listening to those. So, excuse me as I yawn.
And a lot of them was by a few specific YouTubers.
Yep, who I can't be asked to list.
I only really remember 2.
But basically, I'd sit there and was going through the thing, and I was singing one night. What I didn't realise, Matt had said he had gone. Like, he'd gone to get a cup of coffee or whatever.
Yeah. It was probably coffee.
Yeah.
I
So, obviously, I'm sitting there on my own. I've got my music blaring, so I've turned the volume up because I'm on my own. What I didn't realise is that Matt had come back and then proceeded to not say anything. So I walked into the house and I can't remember what skin it was, but I turned round and yelled quite loudly. I don't think it was the creeper. Oh no, hang on, that might have been the creeper one actually. See, what I didn't think was creepers can't open doors, so how the fuck had you got in the house anyway? All I saw was creeper, shit, panicked, and I think I started lashing out, didn't I?
I think you might have killed me.
Yeah, literally, I just started swinging, and it literally just
and then
sat.
it popped up.
Vampire. Totally didn't want to say Matt's Xbox name there.
Wait, what?
Nothing, don't worry about it, it's fine, that's why I coughed.
I wasn't going to say my Xbox username.
No, that's why I stopped myself. Yeah, but we had some good times.
Yeah.
One I'll always remember. Yeah. Was
specifically Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead was definitely the most fun.
do you know what I remember GTA.
GTA was good, but I would get bored of it sometimes, honestly.
We only ever played GTA when Matt was in a very, very destructive mood.
Yeah.
And then there was a time we did the heist. And
it all went fine until
we got to the end.
We got to the end, and then someone decided, and then the person driving, or no, what happened? I think someone was parachuting down and just purposefully ran into a wall.
No, yeah, and then we redid it, and it was like, alright, let's stop fucking about now.
And I think at the end, then he just purposely killed himself anyways.
Yeah, and then there was obviously that time where we did it with that idiot who parked the helicopter on top of me.
Uh-huh.
I lost my shit.
Heists in GTA are very much a thing where you need
Patience.
that or just enough friends to do it with friends.
Yeah. I when I say I lost my shit, I called him words that we don't say on this channel, even though I am incredibly sleep deprived. It begins with C.
A word that I've said before on this channel.
Yep.
I was supposed to.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I really lost my shit and went absolutely fucking mental. Like, I put it this way: I've lost my shit playing Xbox before, and it's normally funny. But I genuinely think Matt feared for my life, or feared for my sort of objects in my bedroom, because I was seriously getting near to throwing things.
I feared for your Xbox more than anything.
Yeah, literally, it was like Xbox might be flying out window.
Or just beating a hammer.
Like, I genuinely was quite annoyed.
Yeah.
Mind you, there was that thing where we were like, yeah, let's do this mission to earn some money.
Mm-hmm.
And then we did it, and then wasted all our money buying sticky bombs and such to blow each other up.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, is what most of the people in GTA do anyway, so...
Yeah, most of the people in GTA actually get all the stuff they want before they waste their money on sticky bombs to blow each other up.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that?
Well, we'd actually have decent cars to use.
I have a few decent cars. Ish.
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 I have the Bifta.
Oh my god.
I have a bright pink Bifta.
Yep, and we've used that in a heist before.
Hey, I stopped a prison bus in that Bifta.
I'm never going to forget that. That was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I saved that heist.
I come bombing round the corner in my... I can't think what car it was. It was like the Audi lookalike thing anyway. Mainly because the car I originally drove, I crashed.
But here's the thing: I'm pretty sure the actual successful attempt that we had on that heist, on that level, anyways, where we had to steal a prison bus. I stole the prison bus on my own because you were all just somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I stopped it with a bifta and stole it and lost the cops and drove it back.
Yep. I was meant to be helping. But, no, what happened was I crashed my car.
Yep.
I tried to
driving I have ever done in GTA.
I tried to take a shortcut, and what I didn't realise is that there was a massive drop.
Mm-hmm.
And said massive drop bent my car up badly. Like, I couldn't drive it, it was stuck. So I had to steal another car, which I then crashed as well.
Yeah.
And eventually I came bumming around the corner to see this bright pink bifter bring a prison bus to a halt.
Yeah.
And I literally just went, nope, and drove off. I just went, I can't deal with this.
And the reason I had the bifta is because it was the best car I could afford.
It was the only car you could afford.
Yeah, literally. Because I don't play GTA. I think when we did that heist, I was literally just barely high enough level to actually join a heist.
I remember.
And Grant said some things about my character, I'm pretty sure.
You really want to take this conversation there? Look, it's not my fault that you look like a fucking... Your character in game looks like a Ukrainian shot putter with rather enormous boobs. I'm still never going to forget the time that you hit me and I ended up being able to look up your skirt. I remember because you hit me around the head with a golf club. And as I landed, you literally stood on top of me and I was like, Matt, I can see up your skirt.
Yeah.
Matt doesn't Matt's character, sorry, I should say, Matt doesn't cross-dress. At least I don't think he cross-dresses. Matt, do you cross-dress?
No.
You sure?
My character is a girl in GTA. I also
Sorry,
always
says.
play as Zoe and Rochelle in Left 4 Dead.
I tend to play as Coach. Don't know why.
I think you usually play as Bill when we play the Left 4 Dead 1 maps.
I've just got a thing for old guys, haven't I? That sounds...
Oh, tell me more.
Shut up, Matt. Just quick thing. Michaela, if you are listening to this was recorded at 4 o'clock in the morning, so...
And Grant's love for old men has no...
I love you, dear, not old men. Now that's moved over.
Has she still not replied to you?
Oh no, she replied. I think I'm off the hook.
Oh, okay.
She's fine, she's playing pool with her friend, so I'm fine.
I'm terrible at pool.
I'm not actually that bad. Oh, I've got a gaming rage story that is fantastic. It's on Wii. This is with my friend Dan.
On Wii, great.
And it was a I think it was called Party Games or something, but it had like darts and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It is the biggest piece of shit I've ever played.
Uh-huh.
It is the most...
A lot of Wii games are not great.
No, but this was bad. Like, we were trying to play darts, and literally you were throwing the thing, like the dart, and it wasn't going anywhere near it's supposed to. The only game that was on there that was okay was air hockey. And that was because I won.
Sure, that wasn't glitchy at all with the Wii remote motion controls.
Oh, mate. Like, it was so bad.
It's like this was before the days of VR where motion controlled controllers
For those of you who were born
decent.
for those of you who were born in the late 2000s.
For those of you who are 12-year-olds with Vives and whatever the other VR things are called,
And
we grew up with I grew up with a Nintendo 64.
I grew up with PlayStation 2 and Sega.
Yes.
You know there are generally kids out there who don't know what a video cassette is.
There are kids out there who will never know the pain of having to blow into a Nintendo 64 cartridge to make it work.
Yeah, to be fair.
Or clean off the back of a disc to make it work.
Because it's all done by download now.
Yep.
I've lost my ball with my bands on it. Oh, it's gone.
I've lost my ball with my man.
Yeah, because I had I know you're trying to make it dirty, you bastard. I had a tennis ball with hairbands wrapped around it, and I don't know where I've put it.
I mean, it is a ball, so it could roll away.
Yeah, but I would have heard it. Like, I don't know where it's fucking gone.
Are you sure you would have heard it?
Yes, and to be fair, I think my house might be haunted. So.
I mean, we can talk about ghosts again if that's what you want.
No, for fuck's sake.
And my ever-changing beliefs in spiritual stuff.
Yeah, we'll save that for another podcast.
Are we just going to do a full podcast on religion?
No. Christ almighty.
Religion and our political beliefs.
It's taken me 3 years, or well, probably closer to 4 years to hit 100 subscribers. I am not losing them all in one religion podcast. You can fuck right off. Seriously, where the fuck has this ball gone? It's actually pissing me off now. Oh, sod it, they're not my hairbands, who cares?
Didn't you say there was an old lady ghost that lives in your house? Maybe she took it. Maybe she needed a hairband.
She's probably stood next to me right now, flipping me off, sorry.
Boy. Oh, wow.
Shut up.
She probably is. She probably hates you.
Yeah, probably. I'll always remember there was one time that we were waiting for mutual friends and I was doing an F1 race online. And
you also had a terrible habit of making us wait when you were doing one of those.
Well, it's not my fault. Mutual friend said, "Oh, I'll be there at 11." It hit 11. I was doing a race and I said, "Look, I'm due to finish about 11:15."
Yeah, she said she'd be there at 11 and she'd get there at like 12.
Yeah, so I was like, "That's all right. I've got time to do a race."
She has a child.
Yes. I was mid-race anyway, and I was winning. It's an online race. And Matt's come back in time to hear me shriek, "You cheating dickhead. You have a brake pedal for a reason. Learn to use it, you fucking wanker." And,
one of the most British insults you ever used.
Yeah, literally. Mind you, then there was that time I was playing, I'll finish this story and I've got another one, that I was sitting there and was like, oh yeah, you know, I was leading by about 10 seconds and I tried to overtake a back marker, which is a car that's being lapped, and this dickhead turned into me and took me out of the race.
Sounds like what I used to do when we'd race on Dead Island.
At least you were my fucking friend. Still would kill you for it. No, there was one where I was playing Dirt Showdown, I think it was, and I was racing against a French guy. I literally... he rammed me up the arse and I went, "He's trying to stick his baguette in my bum." I was like... Literally,
I remember that.
And the whole race was just me being really insulting towards the French. Literally, I went, "Can you fuck off with your fucking baguettes, please? I'm not interested."
You're very lucky I'm not French Canadian.
I wouldn't care if you were. Like, I'm not being funny. We were playing Minecraft with rednecks before, and I started slacking off Texas. Do you really think I care?
That's true. Even if I was part French, you'd probably still insult French people.
Oh, do you know what? I'd call you a cheese-eating, wine-drinking surrender monkey. It's fine. I really don't like the French. Do you remember when I really, really pissed that redneck off?
I think so.
We were playing Minecraft again one night, and there was this dude who thought he was like top dog. Once again, I was sleep deprived, and he came in and was taking the piss and being like what he thought was like top dog. And I may or may not have turned around and told him to fuck off and shag his sister. Because, you know, I'm creative with my insults.
And you have no filter.
No, which really doesn't help when I'm tired. Like, my filter goes completely out the window.
But I have to say, it is one of the best things about you.
It's worse when I get drunk, believe me.
It's hilarious.
It's really not.
It is.
It's not,
To me,
Matt.
it's hilarious.
Matt, I'm going to get arrested for some of the shit I say. You do realise the CIA are inevitably listening into this. Because I'm blatantly on some kind of list somewhere.
Just, if you're ever here in Canada and you see someone in a red uniform with a weird hat on, don't insult Moose in front of them. Moose?
Moose eye.
I still... Look, I'm Canadian and I don't even know what the plural of moose is.
I think it's mooses.
I think it is. It's weird because goose is geese, but moose is not meese.
Do you know what? Now you've said that, I'm just gonna just to fuck with people. I'm gonna be like, fuck moose. Just hide behind you.
I'll just be like, nah, he's British. He doesn't understand. It's fine. It's fine. There's a language barrier. It's fine.
En anglais. Did I ever tell you about the time I got in a row with a French guy while I was racing?
Oh, great. No, you haven't.
I was playing F1 again. It was
As you usually do.
It's about midnight, and I was doing a 50% online race. Started at the back, was doing okay. I think I was about 20% in. So, what was it? About 28 laps. So I was about 5 laps in or so, maybe 8. Leading, or challenging for thing, and I dived up the inside of this bloke in first. And then he's turned in, obviously not realising I'm there, crashed into me and spun off. So we had a lead of about 30 seconds, so I stopped and let him back past, or went to anyway. He crashed into me. And then had the thing to go, ugh, what are you doing? Why did you not get out of the way? And I was like, mate, I was trying to fucking let you pass. Like, not being funny, you crashed into me. And he went, no, you stop on the racing line. I went, no, I was getting off the fucking racing line. And he went, oh, you English, you don't know how to race. And I went, and I shouldn't have said it, and I knew as soon as it came out of my mouth, I was like, I'm going to get arrested for this. I was like, well, at least we know how to fight without surrendering. As that left my lips, I thought, fuck, I've really started something there. And I may or may not have said that basically the French national gesture is to lay on the ground with your arse in the air. So, shockingly enough, he didn't really like me after that.
Who would have thought?
Trying to think of what other stories, because there's so many.
There's so many that we can't possibly name them all, even if we recorded for the next 45 days.
Well, we could record. I mean, my laptop's got 1,090 hours of recording.
And we still wouldn't have.
We still wouldn't be able to get through them all. I remember the first time we ever played together.
You'd also never be able to render the podcast.
No, but literally my laptop would explode.
You'd be waiting another 1,000.
Literally.
1,000 hours for it to render.
No, I don't remember the first time we played together though.
I didn't talk much. I was shy.
Yeah, you were very shy, but then I think after you came out your shell a little bit, we sort of started really getting on well.
Every time we get on Xbox, even on Skype sometimes, I still feel shy for the first 20 minutes or so. But then I'm just like, whatever.
So, completely unrelated, but you know I've had to wear a knee brace recently?
Yes.
Well, it cut into my knee slightly, so I've had a cut around the back of my knee.
Oh, that's unpleasant.
Part of the scab's just come off and ripped a load of my hair out with it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm having like phantom pain from it.
It's quite painful.
Or sympathetic pain or whatever.
Yeah, oh, don't even joke about fucking sympathy pains. Ugh.
It's not sounded like Chewbacca for a second.
I can't do it.
You did it without trying to.
Yeah, I know, literally. Try it and I can't do it. I'll always remember one thing. I was playing Minecraft again. Obviously, we mentioned the whole tactical moose inbound thing.
Yes.
Matt was busy. We were in creative mode. Matt was busy building something. Out of nowhere, I've just shrieked tactical moose inbound at the top of my fucking lungs. Matt's just turned around to see me plummet down a hole.
Yep.
And literally, it took the longest time to get out. At the hole I fell down.
Yeah.
I mean,
There seems to be a pattern in our Minecraft story.
yeah, it's basically me doing something stupid.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I always remember, like, the first time I met our mutual friend. Who the
Everything alright?
Yeah, sorry, I've just had a follower request come through on Twitter. For anyone who's wondering, at the Mighty Dart, if you want to follow us on Twitter.
I don't.
I know you don't. Do you have Instagram, by the way?
I don't.
Oh, fuck you then.
Do you really see me the type to have Instagram and put pictures on there and shit?
Yeah, to be fair. Well, you might post pictures of trees.
Well, I think I've sent you like 2 pictures of myself in the entire time we've known each other.
Literally, and that was only because I threatened to kick you in the bollocks if you didn't.
Yeah. And because I dyed my hair and I wanted opinions.
Yeah, and to be fair, I'm probably the worst person to ask about that.
Yeah. I actually want to dye my hair again. Soon.
There was... This is quite a sort of... I'm sitting there thinking about this one. I remember a time that Matt set me on fire with a zombie.
Yeah, I think... because in Minecraft, the zombies and
No.
skeletons set on
This was
fire.
in Dead Island.
In Dead Island. Yeah, if a zombie is burning, it does
Yes.
cause fire damage to you.
What Matt didn't tell me is that he had a weapon. It was a weapon that electrocuted zombies.
Mm-hmm.
What Matt didn't tell me is that this said weapon also set zombies on fire.
Yep.
So I've come round a corner. Matt slapped a zombie. The only thing I can compare it to is the Thanos glove thing. Except instead of turning things into little dust particles, it electrocutes them and throws them backwards. So I came round the corner to see Matt bitch slap a zombie and throw it back at me.
Oh, that was with the glove weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
I
like,
basically turned into the Incredible Hulk and just threw a zombie at him. A flaming zombie, no less.
I was literally like, shit, Matt, I'm on fire, I'm on fire, I'm on fire. He's like, what happened? This fucking zombie flew at me and was on fire. And Matt just started laughing. And I was like, what's up? And he went, you know that zombie? Yeah. I hit that. I went, what do you mean you hit that? The reason it was on fire was because of me. I was like, oh. Went on with my day. And then about 10 minutes later, I went, hang on a minute. You threw a fucking zombie at me? And Matt was like, yeah. And I went, you're a bit of a dick, aren't you? I wasn't even pissed off he set me on fire. What fucked me off more is the fact that he fucking threw a zombie at me.
I think I did have to like show you the weapon a number of times after that too.
Yeah, and then I made you sort of tell me that you were going to use it.
It's like I would just use it if we got like overrun and there was a shit ton of zombies, because it's very good for crowd control. Considering it's literally a one-hit kill. It's also very difficult to get though.
I think we did try to get me one, but I kind of gave up, to be honest. Sorry, go on.
The thing is with it, you have to find. In Dead Island, there are skulls that you can collect, and each time you collect one, it gives you a. Or no, you have to collect the skulls and then take them to the right places and put them down, and it gives you a special blueprint, and that's one of those blueprints. And then not only do you have to do that, but you have to craft the weapon with 5 diamonds, which are difficult to get in Dead Island. Even though at one point I had like 30 of them. The good thing about the weapon is it never breaks.
Yeah, no. I mean, there was one weapon I had that I was quite proud of myself for crafting, and it was like saw blades that basically just decapitate zombies and whatever.
I think that's called the Ripper.
Yeah, which is like my favourite weapon of all time to use. Until it broke.
I think that was actually a pre-order weapon.
Yeah, it was, and I get it. It broke when I was hitting a zombie, and I literally got thrown across the map.
Yep.
I was like...
The only thing about that is that it's a pre-order weapon, so you have it, but it stays at the level you got it at. So, you'd be level 50 using a level 1 weapon. Which didn't help.
No, but then again, it didn't really matter because I wasn't very good at using my weapons.
No, you weren't.
I sort of would end up being slightly battered. Excuse the slight wind noise. Matt does have a fan going.
Yeah, I've turned it away so it's not as loud, but still. It's just a loud fan. It's like an industrial fan. So. Sounds like a wind turbine when it's on high. That's on low. So.
And then, yes. I'm trying to think of sort of everything we've done.
There's too much to think of.
There literally is. It doesn't help that I'm exceedingly sleep deprived at this point. Although part of me is kind of tempted to stay up till 6 just to really, like, say, yeah, I've been up 24 hours.
Don't do it. It's never...
No, it's never going to end well. This is what we mean, though.
It's never worth doing that.
No, like, literally, this has happened before where we've sat there and we've gone, right, we'll go to bed in a minute, and sat there chatting for like 2-3 hours afterwards.
You're also not far off at this point, though.
No, no. Problem is, though, if I stay up till 6, I'm going to crash hard.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing, is that's as a gamer, like I was an avid gamer for a good couple of years, like most of my weekends would be spent playing Xbox and whatever.
Yeah.
And I remember I was off Christmas while I was at college. And me, Matt and mutual friend were online literally every day. For at least sort of 5 or 6 hours.
And most of the time, even when mutual friend would go, we'd stay on.
Yeah, like she'd be like, oh, I've got to go, like, sort at dinner or something. I'd be like, alright, no worries. And me and Matt would stay on. And then she'd message us like, are you guys still up? I'd be like, yeah. It's like, yeah, of course we're still up.
It's like, here's the thing. With time differences. Grant is 3.5 hours ahead of me. And I'm an hour and a half ahead of our mutual friend. Which means Grant is 5 hours ahead of her. So, it's difficult to actually get a proper time for us all to be on at the same time.
Basically, what it means is whenever we all want a game together, I end up staying up till 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Before we met Grant, mutual friend and I, our set time for getting online would be 9:30 here. But once we started playing with Grant, we moved that back to about 7 p.m. here because that's 10:30 for him, which is only 5:30 for our mutual friend, which is why she'd usually be fairly busy getting dinner and stuff when we first get on.
I think the thing though is I remember because I stayed up gaming and then played a baseball match the next day on no sleep.
I didn't know you played baseball.
I played one game for the college team and we lost.
Well.
It says a lot when on no sleep I was the leading batsman for the team. I was our most consistent batsman and I was the only one who actually managed to get any runs if I remember rightly.
Lovely.
So
I'm terrible at sports.
I'm well, pre-injury I was alright. I mean I was improving as a goalkeeper and then I got injured.
When in school when we used to play football in gym class, I proved British football, by the way, not American football. American football sucks.
Proper football.
Yes.
Not the soft ice version, which is basically rugby with pads.
It's funny now, if I mention football to my mom or anything, I have to, like, mentally tell myself first to call it soccer. Because I'm so used to talking to you that I call it football now naturally.
Yeah, I remember the first time you called it soccer and I literally went on a 10-minute rant about why America's backwards.
Yeah. But, I remember that when we used to play in gym class, I was very good at accidentally blocking the ball. And so one game, the team that I was on, because we used to do, we would never do boys against girls for some reason.
Which is a shame because that is like the best game to play.
Yeah, but it was always 2 teams of boys and 2 teams of girls that would take turns playing. But I was on a team and I kept it's more that people would kick the ball in my direction and kick it too hard. So I would just end up being like hit in the arm or something. So
to be fair, it's all odd though. When I play in goal.
But I ended up accidentally blocking it so many times that they told me to go in the goal for the next game. And once I actually started trying to block, I didn't block a single one.
Yeah, literally.
And I was like, you all brought this on yourselves.
Yep.
You lost this game, not me.
I love that logic. This is all your fault. Thank you guys, I'm going home. Now, to be fair, I remember, we've gone completely off topic here, but who cares? I remember one game at school, we were doing indoor football, like so 5-a-side or 6-a-side. I accidentally punched someone in the bollocks.
Great.
I didn't mean to, I was going for the ball. I got the wrong ball. Like, in all seriousness, he jumped in front of me as I was sliding to get the ball. And I had to kind of reach through his legs to grab the ball, but the ball bounced and I misjudged it. And as I went through, I smacked him in the nuts and gave away a penalty.
Well, it's not so much that you went for the wrong one, it's that you went for one too many.
Yeah.
Another thing about when we used to play in school, I don't understand why we never did boys against girls.
I have an idea why. And it's because those games turn into a bloodbath.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing. If there was ever, like, one team was short, they used to have my sister, Mackenzie, fill in.
Oh, God.
As the extra team member. And she played circles around everyone.
See, this is the thing, is if and when I come to Canada, I feel like I need to take Mackenzie up, provided my knee's healed, at a football match.
Well, Mackenzie would have to be here when you're here, because Mackenzie currently lives 4 hours away.
Well, that's fine. We'll just let her know when I'm going to be there, and then it'll be like, yo, football match.
But it's like, just prepare for her to call it soccer, constantly.
Well, that's, you know what, that'll work better, because then it will fuel my anger. You just might need to sort of pre-warn her that she'll probably get kicked in the air several times.
Right. But
I played.
Mackenzie used to actually be on a football team there, and I think they actually won more often than not.
You can tell you really know fuck all about football. They used to win quite a lot.
I went to like 2 of her games, and I would complain and want to go home the entire time.
Lovely.
I have no interest in sports.
I mean, I remember when we were talking about hanging out with a mutual friend one summer.
Mm-hmm.
I'll always remember it because it was like us, like myself and Matt, were meant to be taking on her son and her husband at a football match.
And I was vehemently against it.
Yes, but I sort of just sat there and was like, with Matt, I was like, I don't care, like, I'm not going in on my own.
So basically, I'll just stand there and watch them play and pretend that I'm doing something.
Yeah, so like every so often I'll pass Matt the ball, run back, pick it up, and then, well, not pick it, sorry, because that's going to make it sound like I'm cheating. Dribble with the ball and stick it in the back of a net and score, and then celebrate.
Mm-hmm. So you can kick it to me, and I'll just like, maybe I'll stop it.
I'll just make sure you're nowhere near our goal. It's just like, and the scoreline here is 17-0 to the Americans as the Canadians kick the ball in the back of his own net for the 17th time.
It's like, here's the thing. In gym class, the only sports I was ever good at were badminton.
I'm alright at badminton.
And I did all right the one time that we did archery.
Yeah, archery not so much.
I was actually pretty decent at archery. No one else actually hit the target on their first try, and I did.
The only time I did archery was when I went on an adventure holiday thing and I almost took my arm off with the bow.
Great. Well, it's like, Mackenzie had to use like an actual protector on her elbow because she's double jointed. So her arm would bend a bit too far, and the string from the bow would actually like scrape against her arm when she'd let it go.
Yeah, that happened to me.
But it's like archery is the only sport I would actually like seriously like actually want to do. I love archery.
I think my favourite sport, believe it or not, was actually tennis at school. Before I realised.
We never played tennis.
Thing is it's very big in this country, obviously, with Andy Murray and whatever. Yeah, like I've played. I was actually pretty good at tennis, and to be fair, when Michaela comes home, I've actually got a player at a tennis match, which that's me being a cocky shitbag and not realising she played for Kent at one point.
Oh well.
So I'm gonna get battered.
Honestly, I hope so.
Thanks, mate. Nice, now I've got the Canadian support.
And I'd like to see a recording of you getting your ass handed to you.
Yeah, it'd be being recorded. Have you heard of the song Baby Shark, by the way?
No idea.
You've not heard Baby Shark? Thank fuck for that.
I didn't know people title songs that badly.
Yep, they do.
Great.
Basically, the long and short of it is that the loser has to go through Dartford High Street singing that.
Great. I'm gonna have to listen to it now afterwards just to know what it is.
Oh God, don't! It's horrible.
But see, you've said it now, and I don't know what it is, so I can't judge how bad that knowledge is.
Anyway, I think we've reached the end of the podcast.
Right.
I mean, we've been recording for an hour and 14 minutes at this point, and I'm being honest, I'm that tired that I'm actually being hypnotised by watching the numbers go up. So
I need to get something to eat.
Yeah, that too. So yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Consistency on the podcasts. I've got no idea when this is going up.
Or when we'll actually record again. We've got 2 weeks. You've got 2 weeks worth of podcasts now.
Yep. Basically, this would probably, yeah, that's if these go up on time. Let's be fair.
Fair.
Is it this podcast?
We've had 2 weeks to record before.
Yeah. Is it this
It's like
podcast
2
I've got to
months.
put the picture of the cow up? The picture of me attacking the cow up? Or is it?
Yes, because that
yeah.
was a gaming story.
Yeah. Right. That's cool.
I think it was like 10 minutes in, somewhere around 10 minutes in.
Right. Cool. Yeah. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Matt, thank you for appearing as always.
It's been fun.
It has been fun.
Sort of.
No, well, it's not been brilliant for me. I mean, I'm manically sleep deprived at this point, but yeah. It's goodbye from me. It's goodbye from Matt.
Bye.
And we will see you in the next one.
Whoa.
Peace out.